I grew up in an abusive and neglectful upbringing. I could tell you stories. I have told my therapists stories over the years. The work never stops. I could tell you stories of ceilings collapsing and not being fixed. I could tell you stories of just walking into school wearing threadbare clothes as a fucking kid because my mother didn't know how to care for us. I could tell you lots of fucking stories. And when you grow up that way and you become an adult, you believe that everything is your fault. As a friend said to me this morning, she said, Ed, you know, your problem is that you believe that everything is your fault, even when it's not your fault. And when you have that kind of a mentality, which is a victim mentality in its own way, bullies sniff that out and descend on you and poke at you and make you feel like fucking shit. And my response to all that has been, oh, fuck you. I will be worse than you, you fucks. I will tear you down 10 times as hard as you tore me down. And then they claim to be the victim. They were the ones who started it. But I mention all this because the maintenance dude came by to take a look at the leak problem that has been originating from my apartment. It's not my fucking fault. I thought it was my fault. I thought I was just a slob. No, I've been keeping the fucking apartment relatively fucking clean. But I thought it was still my fault. No. The people who fucking designed this apartment and designed this building put a fucking bathtub next to a window in a way where the water is always going to hit the fucking ledge and inevitably accrue water damage that is going to seep into the fucking walls and go down and plague the apartments below me. That's what the guy fucking said. Bad design. The whole fucking thing needs to be resealed. The whole fucking thing needs to be redone because of bad architectural design. That would have happened even if I was the biggest neatnik in the world. But I still think it's my fucking fault. The guy said, why didn't you call the fucking super? And I didn't have an answer. Well, I'll tell you why I didn't call the super. Shame. You know, this fucking crack right here. You see that? I have not called the super about that because I believe that everything is my fault. I believe this, which is not my fault, which I could not have possibly engineered. You need a giant who is like 14 feet high. I believe that crack is my fault. This is not my fucking fault. And the guy just didn't understand why I didn't call the super. Well, that's the normal thing to do. I should have fucking done that when I discovered the crack. Now the property manager knows. Now the maintenance guy who came knows that this is a problem. It was not my fucking fault. And I believe that it is my fault. And how many people are wandering through our late-stage capitalist hellscape, contending with childhood abuse and neglect, believing that the opportunities they don't get are their fault because they want to take responsibility, right? They want to really own up to their fucking problems when there are problems that are bigger than them, that have nothing to do with them, and they believe it's their fault. Oh, it's a rainy day. Oh, it must be my fault. God, just when you think you've got a fucking handle on yourself, shit like this kind of comes up and you realize that I'm going to be fucked up for life. God damn. I am such a fuck up. I'm very grateful to anyone who has hung on this long in my real life and the people who watch me here on TikTok. You know, it doesn't help when people pile on, and even when it's not your fault, say it's your fault, which is what has happened to me. And I suppose in being honest and being vulnerable about being and being real about my flaws, I'm inviting these same motherfuckers to do this again. And they will start claiming that everything is my fucking fault, as they have. But it's not my fault. God. I wish my fucking... You know, I have had a couple of therapists who have said, look, Ed, it's not your fault. And I still didn't believe them. I still did not believe them. I believed that everything was my fault. You know? It's almost like the opposite of narcissism. Instead of manipulating other people to go and bend to your every fucking whim, you take on the problems as an empath of everything, and it's now completely fucking out of hand. This is why a lot of people love me, but it's fucking exhausting. I think of like Marina Abramovich. Why can't I fucking say her name? You know, Abramovich, the performance artist who looked at people and stared at them all day, and she described that after doing that for 8 hours, how fucking exhausting it was to look in the pain of other people for that long. That's kind of equivalent to my everything is my fault problem. Wow. Anybody else feel this way?